Hey you guys, so I'm back again with another message. God dropped this in my spirit because um, He is assigning His kids to do His children to do tasks in this season and this hour. And I'm gonna say this right here: take this message back to God and confirm if this message is for you or not. But in this season, only ask once. Only ask once, right? I read earlier today: let your yes be yes and let your no be no. Only ask once, right? God might have called you to start doing things in the community, putting things together, programs, um, events, whatever, together in the community for the upbuilding of His kingdom. And God might have told you to write down a list of people to ask, or drop in your spirit to ask some people to do certain things. Only ask them once. If they don't respond, keep it moving. And God had told me to tell the board that I serve on, this is how we're going to have to move in this season, because we're getting to the point now. I can't continue to sit up here and wait around on you. Like, if you're not going to do it, God's going to point another. He's going to drop somebody else for me to ask. If He dropped you in my spirit for you to ask and you said no, I understand that's might be a test for you in this season, in this hour. And God is going to use that and whatever, but I'm going to keep it moving because the show still goes on. And that's exactly what they said. And it was just like, I completely understand. And guess what? I had reached out to somebody about something. They read it. I saw where they had read it. Did not respond. And guess what? God says, ask this person. We move right along. And I got my yes. So, only ask once. This is not the season to be begging, pleading with people. Only ask once. Because you got to understand, God is causing His children in this season, in this hour, to rise up and do certain things. And if they don't respond or they don't answer, and you know God has really placed them on your heart to answer you or to do something, or they said that they would do something and they don't do it, they're going to have to answer to God about why. And then God is also doing it too to show you who people really are. Because some people, God has really been showing me in this season that a lot of us, we don't love God for real. Like, a lot of us don't rock with God for real. Now, it's one thing to be completely busy and to have a lot of things going on. Cause I get like that. Y'all, I have a lot of things going on, and it's not to be like ignoring nobody. And then sometimes it's just that God might be like, don't respond, or cause I'm going through warfare or whatever. And I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about where people around here acting like or saying that they're for the community, this, that, the third, and then when you start, God starts telling you, okay, well, ask them this, and that, third, ask them what they do this, and they give, now they either not responding or they giving you a whole nother story. Then yeah. But God is saying to only ask once and to keep it moving. I'm to the point where I'm only asking once now, and I'm keeping it moving because I have so much things on my plate to where it can be time consuming, it can be tedious, and it can be aggravating to continue to go back and forth and to ask people over and over and over and over again. Now, if God leaves on your heart to ask them and reach out to them again, by all means, be obedient. But what I'm saying is, if for whoever this message is for, I know it was for me. Only ask once and keep it moving, especially when you're trying to plan events and or whatever for the community, for the children, for the youth, or put on programs about mental health, or whatever you're trying to do, services, whatever you're trying to do, whether it's feeding the homeless or whatever. Only ask once. God will send the people who really have the desire to be help, to really have the desire to be a mouthpiece and a voice for the community, who really wants to do it and don't want to be seen, but wants to do it because they know they have a responsibility to do so. Right? And some people know they have a responsibility to do so, but they only pick and choose to use the gifts that they want to use the gifts when they want to use them, blah, 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 blah. And God about to deal with that in this season. It's not funny, but it is, because it's like I said, I'm learning by reading my word, y'all. A lot of people don't love God for real, like they say they love God. But however, in this season, only ask once. All right. So I love you guys. I pray that you all have an amazing day. Stay encouraged. God's going to send the destiny helpers. If people say no or don't respond, he will tell you who else you need to go to in order to get a task done, okay? I promise you. That's the God we serve. Okay? And I love you guys once again. I pray that you all have an amazing day. And I will chat with you all later.